My name is Fola, and I'm back with another video. This is a tarot reading for the month of December for my Scorpio collective, Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, anywhere that you have concentrated Scorpio energy. This reading is for you. I'm going to get into a Celtic cross. We're going to talk love, money, career. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you, and I'm going to get a crystal card for you. But before we get started, subscribe to the channel, because why not? Like the video because you like the video, and double tap the little notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a video or go live like I'm doing right now. And welcome, Scorpio. Welcome. Now, I usually get music, like little sources of inspiration. It's my intuition talking to me. And while I was getting ready for this video, I was hearing, I think it's called In My Head by Nelly and maybe Tim McGraw. It's like, because it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. That. So, I think it's about cycles and training the mind. Training the mind. If any of you are dealing with relationship woes, um, possibly relationships where another person, not just the other person, but like a third person was involved, it's coming up for you this month. And I feel like either you are working through the cycle or you're actually finally coming out of that cycle and realizing like it's all about the power of the mind. You can't control things. You can't control everything, Scorpio. And if things don't pan out the way you want them to, it's okay. But you have to accept that it's okay. Spirit, ancestors, guides, allow me to tap into Scorpio energy for the month of December. What's going on for my Scorpios? What's going on for my Scorpios in the month of December? What message needs to come through for them? Please allow me to be a clear vessel for this reading. Allow me to hear the messages with clarity and to pass them on with wisdom and discernment. Obviously, this is also holiday time. I want to say Christmas trees are important for you. Like, if you have time or if you see a Christmas tree, even if it's your own, but like, especially if it's in passing, take the time to engage with it. Talking to trees can be healing. Or you might run into somebody important at a Christmas tree. So there's that. I don't know if you guys have ever seen High School Musical, but the first scene I think is like at a New Year's party or something like that. So that could also be very significant. What needs to come through? All right. Okay, Three of Wands. I do read these cards all upright, but it is significant for me if it comes out reversed. Three of Wands can be about expectations and finally feeling ready to step into something new, to put yourself out there. And the Nine of Cups is crossing you, the ability to feel bliss when it's actually there and is showing up for you. Not getting so stuck in the head or in your perceived expectations or perceived limitations that you ignore the gift that's right in front of you. Yeah, there's something that you want, and I feel like you might be getting it. Ooh, Seven of Pentacles. Patience, young grasshopper. 10 of Swords at the back end. So you have been doing the work, Scorpio. I know that. The cards know that. You have been walking away from a troubling mindset or a troubling train of thought. You look at that passion renewed up top, new beginnings, the feeling of inspiration. Two of Wands, okay, in the near future. The Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands, it's like going from a burst of inspiration to splitting your energy. You want to make sure that you're not, one, digging back into the past, and two, feeling fear about jumping into something new. Where are you at? Oh, but you're at the King of Wands, baby. Ready to take action, ready to assert your will and authority. Surrounding the situation, the moon, illusions, or maybe lack thereof. Maybe you're coming out of that. I'm hearing that the moon is about the light and the dark, and that you would never be able to see the moon without the darkness. You would never be able to see the glory of the moon without the darkness. So something is a shining bright light this month. Something is coming out of the darkness to provide healing for you. And I'm also hearing that being in charge can make you feel better, but also being vulnerable. It's like you need both. You see the two wolves there? You're showing up as the King of Wands, and I love that for you. But I also want you to stay soft, Scorpio. Be the Queen of Wands as well. Attract, don't demand. Ooh, hopes and fears is the Tower. Change, or the fear that things will never be the same, or the thing that you wanted, you might have to let go. And guess where your outcome is? The Hierophant. Listening to spirit, connecting with your higher self, and also a need to shirk the rules. And then you have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands as the overall. Okay. Giving fighting energy. Woo! It is giving fighting energy. The Queen of Swords is very straightforward, and the Five of Wands is a very competitive energy. So make sure that you are not competing with people because you feel insecure, but you're competing with yourself because you know that you can be better and do better. That you don't need anybody's validation. You don't need anybody to solve the problems. Not that there's necessarily a problem, but like you've got this. Tell me about this Three of Wands energy. What's going on with this Three of Wands energy for my Scorpios in December? Whoa. Okay. Elk. Steady, stable energy. This is dedication to career, dedication to stability. Holding your fire. Tell me about this Nine of Cups energy. Oh. Singing could be significant for you this month, December. This is also the card of like speaking your truth. Don't be afraid to sing your song, to ask for what you want when it comes out with Nine of Cups. Maybe that's what the King and the Queen of Wands showing up for me is It's like, yes, you have to do the steady, stable work, right? That's King of Wands. You have to show up, you have to take charge. But then the Queen of Wands is like a siren song. She calls in what she needs. Call in what you need. Ask for what you need and what you want. Be very clear. And know that you don't have to compete with anybody. Okay? It's about being better every day, getting good at this thing called life. And I think you already are. I'm just saying, like, we can always be better. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Ooh, that's too many cards. It's like 8 cards. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Earthworm and Turtle. Starting fresh. Some of you may be traveling. This gives, like, the turtle goes from land and sea. So, like, I mean, this could be an adventure that you're going on or change of scenery that you need to experience that gives you fresh eyes, fresh insight, and a renewed, invigorated passion. 11:11 on the clock as I say that. Tell me about the Two of Wands coming up for my Scorpios in December. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Oh, raccoon, yeah. Try not to look back into the past. Try not to think of all the things that you don't have or the mistakes that may have happened around you. You have to look forward. Tell me about the King of Wands energy. How is the King of Wands showing up? Unicorn. Oh, this is you believing in yourself. The king, sorry, not the King of Wands, but the unicorn is all about having faith in what you can't see. Things are brightening up for you. And I think that you are learning how to trust that. You're doing big things. Tell me about the moon. Tell me about the moon. Ooh, beaver and dolphin. Oh, whoa, I love that. Beaver and dolphin. Beaver is about working, like being, well, this card specifically, it specifically talks about how much the beaver is needed in the forest. It's looked at by us by like little or as little creatures or whatever, but like they build dams, they help every single entity in the forest. And I don't know if they're ever given their credit, but they are jolly while they do it. And dolphin is about not knowing just how amazing you are. I want to read dolphin. Oh, look, popped right up. Innately intelligent, healer, light, blessings. There's an opportunity to shine a great light. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoying work on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change their entire course or the entire course of their day and thus their life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on its way. Sounds like the beaver, too. Do you know how much you impact people? Tell me about the Hierophant. I want to know about the Hierophant. Eagle, that's you, Scorpio. That's definitely Scorpio energy. And that's not only like Scorpio energy, it's the evolved Scorpio energy. No longer are you the scorpion. You've moved on to the eagle. You are learning from your past mistakes. You are learning how to be the sun in your own life and how to stop worrying about everything else that's going on around you. You're connecting deeper to your spirituality. You're connecting deeper to yourself. A more whole and healed self. Tell me about the Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands. You're claiming your independence. And this also tells me that you're stocking up. The lessons you learn now, take them with you. The blessings that you receive now, you're going to need them for where you're going. You're going to need them to get through this journey. Is there another message? Can I get another clarification message? Make the change. Look at that sword. You know, a lot of women cut their hair after a big breakup. I think it's not only time to make the change, but to embrace the change. Make it a point to cut out anything that's been weighing you back, weighing you down. Okay, this is definitely a message because I just did another reading and I was not tongue-tied like this, and I keep saying things backwards or just weaving in the words incorrectly. So I would definitely say that if you're communicating a lot this month, take your time. And if you feel tongue-tied, don't worry. Don't worry. Your messages are being sent. Your energy can be felt. You don't have to get things just right. You just have to say how you feel. You just have to keep trying. Spirit ancestors guides. One more animal spirit oracle for this whole reading. What message do my I want to say Taurus Scorpios need? Maybe that's why I wanted to say Taurus, your sister sign. Time for a deep dive. You're going to be learning a lot about yourself. You guys know, the story of the ugly duckling? I do-ish, kind of, but what I'm hearing right now is that you're a swan, not a duck. They thought you were ugly because they didn't know that you were a swan, not a duck. No one can judge you if they don't know who you are. Don't take people's opinions to heart. Know who you are and move in that clarity. And don't run away from yourself this month. Time to get deep, Scorpio, and I know you can. Deep like only a Scorpio can go. All right, let's talk about love here. Let's start with love and end with money. I'm going to pull 3 cards. The first one's going to be overall energy for the thing that we're talking about. The second one is going to be obstacles or energy to master. And the third is going to be wisdom and guidance. All right, so let's talk about love for my Scorpios in December. Queen of Swords, the Sun, and the Knight of Wands. Wow. For love, this is about flirting and having fun, not taking anything too seriously. Passion and invigoration and self-love as well. Claim your independence. Claim the sun, Scorpio. You are the sun. I already said that. And say yes to the things you're excited about. No fear. and no codependency. Okay? We're not getting attached this month. We are being fed this month. Okay? Is there another message that needs to come through for Scorpios in love in December? Ooh. Successful funding. Oh my God. Okay. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into a reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. That's interesting coming out when it comes to love. I mean, for those who are trying to ask people out, there are creative ways to have a really lovely date that's not expensive, but also if somebody is spending money on you, which they might be this month, they might be spending money on you, you're worth it. You know that, right? You're worth it, Scorpio. Also, in the dating realm, allow people to help you. Allow people to help you. If you're already in a relationship, Scorpio, um, quarrels over money are futile. Yeah. Do what makes you feel happy. Do what makes you feel safe and loved. And don't be afraid to accept help. Is there anything else that needs to come through for my Scorpios in the realm of love in December? Ah, that message needs to come through for my Scorpios in December for love. Dance like everyone else can go fuck themselves. Love that. And it's okay, guacamole. I'm extra as fuck too. What? That's funny. We cut ourselves off from joy far too often because we worry what other people will think of us. Take a moment today to look around and silently tell everyone to go F themselves, then dance. I think you can do that, Scorpio. Being extra means you give a damn. Maybe you give a damn about your on fleek eyebrows or about the environment, or you give a damn about making making your ass clap. What are these cards? It says be extra today. Yep, it's a thing. Be extra. Be fully yourself and don't care about who's looking at you because the right people will be looking at you. And the wrong people, they don't matter. But if you hold yourself back, then how can you attract? How can you show people who you really are so they can fall in love with you? Interesting. Yeah. Receptive is where we need to be, Scorpio. Gentle is where we need to be. All right, let's talk about career. Yeah. Yeah, let's do career and then we'll do money. Where did my cards go? There we go. Spirit ancestors, guides. What's going on for my Scorpios in the realm of career in December 2025? Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and a Wands. Can I get an oracle for this one? There we go. Can I get an oracle for this? When it comes to career, remember to practice self-love. So the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to something. It's about creating fundamental stability, but it can also be about stubbornness. And then the Page of Cups is about your imagination and seeing how high you can fly. And I think this Page of Cups energy is what you need to hold on to. Regain your childlike innocence, your imagination. Just because you're in something or doing something in your career that may either be a lot, or you might feel stuck, or you feel like you have to do this to create some sort of stability for yourself, it doesn't mean that you have to be stuck in a holding pattern in your head. You can always be dreaming of your next steps. And with the 10 of Wands as the guidance, it tells me you're almost there. She is feeling burdened after a long, hard journey. But guess what? She made it down the mountain. Things are right at the precipice of change. You don't have more than you can handle, but you know what you can do? Practice self-love. Instead of worrying, instead of feeling just burden, affirmations and reminding yourself every day how far you've come and where you're meant to go. Taking care of yourself, good care of yourself, is very important because you are going to be busting your butt, I feel. Just saying. I feel like you're going to be busting your butt. There's another message that needs to come through from my Scorpios in the realm of career in December. Oh. Transformation is beautiful. It is beautiful. But guess what? This transformation is also painful. Butterflies have to completely disintegrate in order to become a butterfly. Like the caterpillar self has to completely disintegrate into fluid and then rebuild itself. It is beautiful at the end, but the process is grueling. It is ugly. But that's not all there is. So you have to know that you're almost there and that you can do this and that you just have to hold on. Creating an everyday pattern for you of taking care of yourself, something that makes you feel good, something that reminds you of all that there is for you to have. That's going to be very important for you. All right, now let's talk about money. Let's talk about money in December, Scorpio. What's going on for my Scorpios in December when it comes to money? Money, 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 money. 8 of Cups. 5 of Cups. And, oh my gosh, and the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, choices. You're walking into something new. I would say the 8 of Cups can be like walking away, but I feel like you're leaving something behind, but it's like you're walking into something, and you have to remember that with the 5 of Cups. And with the 10 of Pentacles, it tells me that you're building long-term success, long-term stability. This is an investment that will be around for a long periodically time, okay? So get out of your feels. Get out of your feels and do the next best thing. Allow yourself to be free of your constricting emotions. It's time to get to work. And like I said, you may not see it. You may feel disgruntled or sad or like something is missing, but it's not missing. It's coming towards you. This is family. This is legacy energy. You're building legacy this month. And you're going to get a cute coin too. Now, especially if you're starting something new, do remind yourself that you You don't usually get paid in the first 2 weeks, okay? Maybe 3 weeks because it takes like a week to get the money. So I do understand 3 weeks is basically like a whole month around holiday time. Okay. Yeah. So you might have to wait. You might have to wait till the end of the month, but near the end of the month, you're going to be solid. You're going to be more than good. And don't forget what I said about Christmas trees, okay? Maybe there's a big present waiting for you. Tell me more about this message for my Scorpios in the realm of money. Ooh, it says forgive. I know it's not easy for you guys to hold on or to let go. I know it's not easy. And if somebody has burned you financially, I am going to tell you to let that shit go because like I said, you're going where they're clearly not going. If somebody has to steal from you or take advantage of you, it's because they know where you're going. And they know that they cannot come. And you can fight with them about it, or you can just leave them behind. Do I have another message for my Scorpios in the realm of money? Yes. Oh, that was quick. Now is a lucky time. All right, all right, all right. I believe that. What else do I want? I feel like I want another message though. Do I have this deck? Is it here? It is here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Thoughtful Journey Oracle. All right. One last message before we get a crystal for my Scorpios. What message does my Scorpio collective need to hear the most in December? What do they need to focus on the most? Clarity. I'm going to be reading this one. Clarity. Queen of Swords energy. Let's read clarity. Oh, and it's number 1. Ace of Wands energy. Okay. A lot of fire and passion as well. You have drawn this card of clarity to encourage you to take a moment to close your eyes and see what is inside your soul. Quietly sit and listen to what your heart is saying. Is your path misty or full of sunlight? Are you fearful of taking another path? Are you walking blindly through the fog because it is easier than making a change of direction? That one hit. There is no better moment than now to define how you truly imagine your life to be. Even making one small change in your thoughts or daily interactions can illuminate a path you may never have seen before. Trust in the universe, and you will begin to see your path unclouded. Everything's changing this month. Spirit ancestors guides. What crystal do my Scorpios need to work with in December 2025? Ooh, tourmalinated quartz. Change is afoot, and you better get out of the way. Get out of your own way. This helps you to break patterns. I'm bringing my black tourmaline with me everywhere this month. And I have a Scorpio moon, well, in December. Really, truly, it helps you to break cycles. And you can't take the past with you when you're going here. You're going here. Why do you want a ball and chain connected to you? Break the cycle. Get out of your own way. No repeats. What is that, like concentration? 64. Yeah, no repeats or hesitations. I'm excited for you, Scorpio. And I hope you get your dreams, your desires, your coin. Oh, and don't forget, you belong. Bye. Bye now.